Hi guys, Alistair Taylor here, and today we're going to compare the Callaway Apex CF16 iron against the Callaway XR. So the reason I'm doing this one is both currently in the Callaway range, and having done a review video on the Apex iron, I've had quite a lot of you guys asking me to see which of these kind of performs best. Now, you've all said performs best, so I don't know whether that means distance, looks, feel. I'm not going to talk a massive amount about how they look because I have done separate videos on these, but we're going to see about kind of how far they hit the ball and kind of sound-wise. So I'm going to hit half a dozen real balls with both clubs, real ball flight on flight scope. It is cold, and it was only yesterday I did the Apex, and that was very, very impressive. We're slightly back into the breeze today, so I'm not expecting it to go quite as far. But we're going to hit 6 shots first of all with the Apex, and then we'll swap over onto the XR, see who comes out on top. So, and I know, kind of like I said, that they look good. And I know from my test video with this, you know, these are quick off the face. And certainly even that first one didn't look like it went nearly as far as yesterday. But yeah, we know these are easy to hit, and they're not overly loud, which is what I kind of like about these. Some of the distance ones are very, very noisy. That's good. And like I said in my review video, I think any of you guys that are looking for a club that hits the ball a good distance, I think this is definitely something in the Apex that you should be trying for next year. Or this year. Might be looking to change straight away with the clubs. So last couple. I did notice one little difference with the clubs. A huge amount was made last year about the Cup 360 technology with the XR, which has been in the metalwoods where they kind of wrap the face over. There's nothing about that on the Apex iron, so it's obviously designed differently. But one final one. Just so easy to hit. Okay, so 6 really good solid ones with Apex. Let's go on to XR. Now, I had to watch my review video on this actually earlier to remember how this had performed, and this was impressive as well. So, I mean, noise-wise, these are very different. These are loud. And not my cup of tea personally, but you guys might like that. I know a big deal is made of the fact that the louder a club sounds, kind of it feels like you're hitting it further. I mean, for me, even though these are loud, I actually think that one feels quicker off the face. It's a very personal thing, though, so obviously you guys will have to hit them yourselves. Good. I mean, for me, height-wise, they kind of look very similar. I think look-wise, this has got more of a polished finish, whereas that one's a little bit dull. Dull's probably not the right word. Maybe more of a matte finish will be more appropriate. But last couple. And like I said, for me, this comparison is more about distance with 7 irons. It's very different noise. Very, very different noise with the XR. One final one. Yeah, so 6 good solid ones with that as well. So let's have a little look at some numbers on flight scope. I think, you know, both very, very easy to hit. Looks-wise, not a massive amount in it, slightly different finish. Sound-wise, very, very different. Don't know whether on my mic you guys can hear as big a difference in the clubs, but definitely when you hit them, you'll hear a big difference in sound from Apex to XR. Okay guys, so we'll look at the numbers on flight scope, and probably, I don't know, but maybe expected a little bit more out of XR in that test. I mean, noise-wise, they were loud. I said that a lot during there, but I did get more ball speed off the Apex, which was interesting. Now, for me, the fact that the XR went further was that I was a little bit back into the breeze, and I think the lower spin with the XR actually went through the wind a little bit more, and therefore went a little bit flatter. So they both performed very, very well, and both of them, for me are, bombers. They really get the ball out there a long, long way. Okay, guys, so when we look at those numbers on FlightScope, there is a clear winner, and the winner on today's was the Callaway XR. I did say when we were looking at the numbers, though, that I probably felt because we were into the wind and the XR didn't spin it as much, that was going through the wind. I'd be interested on downwind or a very still day. I think it'd be a lot closer on performance, but we have to have a winner. So out of the two, just based on distance, would be the Callaway XR. For me personally, I prefer the feel of the Apex, but today's winner, the Callaway XR iron. So guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, leave comments below for me, like and share the video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Lots more content coming as ever. Hopefully see some of you guys down here at Heron's Reach in the future. Stay in contact.